Ownership. You walk into a McDonald's. You order a Big Mac, eat it, leave. That's the end of your relationship with McDonald's. Now imagine instead of buying the burger, you bought a tiny piece of the restaurant itself. Not a physical slice. You can't claim a corner booth. But legally, on paper, you own a fraction of that business. That's a stock. When McDonald's profits, you profit. When it struggles, you feel it. Not in your stomach, but in your portfolio. Most people spend their lives buying products from companies. Investors buy pieces of companies. One group gets a receipt, the other gets a share of the future. Price versus value. Someone's selling a used car for $40,000. It has 180,000 miles, broken AC, and a window stuck halfway down. The price is $40,000. The value? Considerably less. This is the tension Wall Street will never tattoo on a billboard. Price is what you pay. Value is what you're actually getting. A stock at $500 can be cheap. A stock at $3 can be expensive. Depends entirely on what the business underneath is actually worth. Warren Buffett built a $100 billion fortune on this single idea. Find things the market has mispriced, then buy. Price is just a number. Value is a conclusion you earn by thinking. Risk. You've got $1,000. Your friend's cousin has a crypto startup that's basically guaranteed to 10x. Your other option is a boring index fund averaging 10% annually for 50 years. Risk isn't just the chance of losing money, it's the full range of possible outcomes and how wild that range is. The crypto could hit $10,000 or hit zero. Both are realistic. The index fund won't make you rich overnight, but it also won't make you cry in a parking lot. Every investment lives on this spectrum. The mistake isn't taking risk, it's taking risk you haven't actually thought through. Compounding. You invest $5,000. It earns 10%. Now you have $5,500. Next year, that $5,500 earns 10%. You added nothing. You just waited. Over 30 years, that original $5,000 becomes nearly $87,000. No extra deposits, no effort. Money made money, which made more money. It's a cheat code with no patch. The catch? It needs time. Which means the worst move is waiting until you have more money. Start with $100. Start with $50. The clock isn't just ticking, it's the entire game. Diversification. You're at a carnival. You could bet everything, wallet, phone, dignity, on one ring toss. Or spread across 5 games and dramatically cut the chance of leaving broke. Diversification is that second option applied to money. In 2000, Enron employees held their entire retirement savings in Enron stock. Company collapsed. Savings collapsed. Completely avoidable. A diversified portfolio holds stocks across industries, countries, asset types. Some go down, some go up. The goal isn't to maximize every win. It's to survive every loss. Don't put all your eggs in one basket isn't folk wisdom. It's portfolio theory with a folksy paint job. Market cycles. The market has a personality disorder. Some years everything surges and your neighbor won't stop talking about his gains. Other years it's red numbers and silence. Both are normal. Markets move in cycles. Expansion, peak, contraction, recovery. Every crash in history has eventually recovered. The 2008 financial crisis wiped out trillions. By 2013, fully recovered. COVID crashed the market 34% in March 2020. By August, back up. The investors who got permanently hurt weren't those who held through volatility. They were those who panicked and sold at the bottom. Market mood swings aren't your emergency. They're just weather. Dress accordingly. Inflation. Money sitting in a shoebox under your bed is quietly dying. No explosion, no announcement, just slow, invisible decay. Inflation historically averages around 3% annually. Your savings account probably pays 0.5%. Congratulations, you're losing ground every single year while feeling completely safe. In real terms, doing nothing with your money is a guaranteed loss. Inflation doesn't make headlines. It just makes your future smaller, one invisible percentage point at a time. Investing isn't greed. For most people, it's the only real defense against the slow erosion of everything they've worked for. Emotions. This is the one that actually wrecks people. Not complexity, not math. Emotions. The market drops 15%. Your brain, wired for survival, not spreadsheets, screams sell. So you sell. The market recovers. You locked in the loss and missed the bounce. Studies consistently show the average investor earns far less than the average market return, not from bad stock picks, but from bad timing driven by fear and greed. They buy near the peak when everyone's excited. They sell near the bottom when everyone's terrified. The fix isn't feeling nothing. It's building a plan before the storm, then following it during the storm, when every instinct is loudly, confidently wrong. Time. Here's the part nobody says plainly enough. The most powerful variable in investing isn't which stock you pick or which fund you choose. It's how long you stay in. A 25-year-old investing $200 a month at 8% annual returns ends up with roughly $700,000 by 65. A 35-year-old doing the exact same thing ends up with around $310,000. Same discipline, same amount, 10 fewer years, nearly $400,000 gone, not lost to bad decisions, just lost to waiting. You cannot buy time back. You cannot hustle your way into more of it. Every year you delay isn't neutral. It's a specific, calculable cost with a dollar amount attached. The market doesn't reward the smartest person in the room. It rewards the one who showed up earliest and had the patience to stay. If this finally made investing click, share it with one person who's still keeping their money in a shoebox, and subscribe the channel.